Hello everyone. Today's topic is integers, properties of addition and subtraction of integers. Closure property. The sum of any two integers is an integer. We say that integers are closed under addition. For example, if we add 12 and 3, so the sum is 15. We know this is an integer, 3 is also an integer, and 15 is also an integer. Taking one more example, if we add minus 12 and plus minus 3, if we add two negative integers, so this is also an integer, this is minus 3 is also an integer, so their sum is also an integer. So here we can conclude this कि integers are closed under addition. Now what about integers, whether they are closed under subtraction also? Yes. Taking one example, 12 minus 3, answer is 9. 12 is an integer, 3 is an integer, 9 is an integer. Taking one more example, 3 minus 12, answer is minus 9. 3 is an integer, 12 is an integer, and the difference is also an integer. So we can say कि yes, integers are closed under subtraction, or we can say closure property holds good in both addition and in subtraction. Second property is commutative property. It says that if a and b, any two integers are there, and we add them, so in any manner we add them, the result is same. Suppose a plus b or b plus a, the result is same in any case. For example, if it is minus 8 and we are adding 15 to it, so what answer we get here will be same if we change their place. If we change their place, so what answer is here we get? It is 7, and here also we get 7, and they both are same. So commutative property holds good for addition. Let's check it for subtraction. Whether a minus b is equal to b minus a. No. Let's solve it with an example. If we are subtracting 4 from 5 and 5 from 4, the result should be same. But let's see, when we subtract this we get plus 1, when we subtract this we get minus 1. The result is not same, the difference is not same. So we can say commutative property doesn't hold good for subtraction. Commutative property holds good for addition only, not for subtraction. Associative property. If we have a, b and c, any three integers, and then we add them in different groups, like a and b added first and then we add c to it, and if we change the group like b and c, if we add and then in this sum we add the a result here, or we can have one more group here like a and c will be added first and then we add b into it. So in this associative property, what we can see that the grouping is changed. So no matter if the grouping is changed, the result will be same. That means the sum will always be same. It means in addition, associative property holds good. Let us see with the help of one example. Here 4 plus 2 plus 3, 4 plus 2 plus 3 is written. We are first solving this bracket, then we will be solving this bracket, and now let's see whether the result is same if we change the group of these numbers. to solve them. This is 6 here and this is 3 and this will be 9. And we first solve this thing, it is 5, and when we add this 4 to it, it will be 9. We can find here that no matter if we change the group of the numbers to be solved first, the result is same. Whether this associative property holds good for subtraction, let's find it out. Let's make different groups. First we solve this group, answer is 2 and then minus 3, it will give us minus 1 here. And we solve this thing first, we write it as it is. Here answer is minus 1, then it will be 4 and plus 1 and it is 5. We can compare these two results. These two are not equal. So we can say minus 1 is not equal to 5. It means this is in case of subtraction, the associative property doesn't hold good. Additive identity. When 0 is added to any integer, so the result is the integer itself. Maybe in any order we add the integer with 0, the result is the integer itself. For example, if we add 5 and 0, the answer is 5. Or if we add 0 and 5, the answer is 5 itself. So here what happens, identity of the integer which is supposed to be added with 0 is remains same always. It means any integer doesn't lose the identity. And here the 0 is what? 0 is the additive identity and it's the additive identity element. Whether it is possible in the case of subtraction, we can see here with the help of this example. 5 minus 0, it gives us 5, but when we do vice versa, we don't get 5, means we are getting here minus 5. So identity of the number will be changed here. So we have there is no identity element for subtraction, or we can say there is no identity for subtraction in integers. Additive inverse. Now we know for every integer there exists its additive inverse, that means negative of it, such that their sum is 0. It means if a is an integer and if we add this a to its additive inverse, the result will be 0. For example, if we have 5 and we are adding it with minus 5, so we know they will be cancelled by each other, or if suppose we open the bracket also, we can get the result is 0. So if any integer and its additive inverse is added to it, so we get the result as 0. So it means they both are additive inverse of each other. 5 is additive inverse of minus 5 and minus 5 is additive inverse of plus 5. Taking one more example, we write here minus 12. What is the additive inverse of this minus 12 so that the result will be 0? Yes, it is plus 12. It means when we cancel them, we get the result 0. So additive inverse of minus 12 is plus 12. Thank you for watching.